So Mono-Green Stompy here. Built this deck mostly to take advantage of the fact that the majority of creatures in the format have 2 or less power. So both Giltgrove Stalker and Arlinn's Wolf are virtually unblockable against them. And if you don't have 3 or more power, you can't trade with a Bristling Boar because it doesn't let you double block. Thundering Ceratok gives trample, and the rest of the deck is just like green creatures. So either pumps, removal, ramp, other creatures to turn sideways that have some utility in the late game. Same thing with the Grizzly as well. If we flood out or we end up on a board stall, this will hit like a reasonable percentage of the time. Basically, coin flipping to draw a card. So 0.5 cards per activation. Pretty reasonable. We'll play 7 games with it. See how we feel after that. Cool. Let's go. Let us go. Oh, 7-second queue time. Queued into Vorin. Vorin Markov. Well, not playing this deck to not keep this hand. Gonna lead on Llanowar Elf and then probably Stalker plus Impulse on 2. Hopefully opponent's on anything but control. We'll see though. We'll see. Ooh, currently opponent's taking a mulligan, which I like the sound of. And they bottom the card. Forest Elf go. I wanted to start with something a bit combat-y. Ooh. That could either be very good for us or very bad for us. And I'm interested to find out which. Let's get lands. I'm actually going to hold off on the Impulse. Because if opponent untaps and kills Llanowar Elf, we're not going to be able to play Boar without lands. So this might want land. We don't know what we want to get off this yet. Opponent just goes land go, though. I think we'll attack with the Stalker, we'll make a Boar, and then we'll pass. Because if we can, because either way we've got Wolf plus Impulse. If we draw land, we have Wolf plus Impulse plus attack with Elf, or Wolf plus Bite. And I don't know what Black-White represents as a deck. Just like Ores of Value. Just a lot of medium 2s and some like Dead Revels and some Grasping Thralls at the top of the curve. Whatever happens this turn, I think we'll be okay though. Guess I'll use opponent roping as a chance to get a drink. Played a Plains and passed. Well, I don't think we're going to need Rabid Bite this turn. Opponent probably has like Obnixilus's Cruelty or some other removal spell. The extra point of damage off the Llanowar Elves is worth. But it looks like Stalker's Vicious Offerings. I don't have Cruelty. So Stalker, we're kind of glad that died rather than the Wolf. We are going to Impulse. Which of these 3 basic forests would you like? At least we're not drawing these 3. Right? How does this card work? Yeah, the rest go on the bottom. So we have a fairly developed board. Opponent can't rely on creatures because we have Rabid Bite. Oligarch's okay, but it can't block Wolf. It trades like the top half of Boar. I don't mind turning it into a Spirit. The opponent has like Final Payment, it's kind of orcs. But they don't. Yep. So we have 2 unblockable creatures versus Spirit. If opponent had Final Payment, they would probably have used it there, sacking the Oligarch that was blocked. They might want to trade, actually. We'll see what happens. Opponent has 5 mana and has to kill at least one of our creatures. Because this Spirit on its own doesn't do anything. And they don't have Cruelty. They do have Inheritance, but they're just dead. Right? Yeah. Rabid Bite. Piggy kills Spirit. Full attack. Do 7. Quick 1-0 on the board for Mono-Green Stomp. Nice. Victory. Back in. Straight back in. Ooh. Cool. Frank B. Parker. Kind of similar to the last hand. We've got turn 2 Arlinn's Wolf. We're on the draw, but that's fine. Adventurous Impulse doing a pretty reasonable impression of looking like exactly half a land, half a spell. So, Evolving Wild to the Plains. That's interesting. Okay. Is the opponent playing some sort of 5-color deck? 5-color what, though? I'm intrigued. What is even 5 colors common? That's good. Just like the multicolored spells? I feel like we just attack with Wolf. Opponent didn't have anything to interact with Wolf. Now we have a pig. Don't really know what's going on our opponent's side. Okay, creature or enchantment. Opponent hits another wood shaper. We draw Sauroform Hybrid. So what could we do? I don't really want to Rabid Bite a 2-1. We probably lead on Impulse. I'll take a land. I'll attack with these. This doesn't do anything else, right? It's literally just a 2-1. Yeah. And then I'll make a Griddle. And then we'll pass. Really curious. Squire's Devotion. Sure. Resolves. Yep, another Evolving Wilds. Cracks it. I guess getting to use Giant Growth offensively is probably better for us. Okay. Interesting. Well, opponent only has greens. The only trick they can really have is Giant Growth. So we'll just lead on like... Wolf isn't blockable by the token, so if we get extra power onto it, this goes better for us. Yeah, we'll just Rabid Bite there. Opponent will explode. Cool. 2-0 with Mono-Green Stompy. Straight back in. Straight back in. Well, keepable. Interesting hand. Land go. Opponents on blue-red spells. Probably not the best deck to have a fistful of Giltgrove Stalkers against. Probably the best deck to have a handful of Giant Growths against, though. Also, no Burning Prophet or Strix or Fire Urchin is nice. And a tap land. Well, we'll attack with Stalker. They don't have any burn either. I could just play Stalker, leave up Giant Growths. Yeah. What's... Maybe opponent just has, like, Syncopate? Is that even common? Yeah? Okay. 4 mana. What's happening? Do you have, like, Weird plus Spell? Weird plus Spell would make sense. Yeah. My turn. Okay. So... Yes. Dive down. Sure. That's interesting. I guess this is the way the 2 for 2 is happening. Don't really like having run out of Giant Growths. But opponent's hand felt pretty slow, so hopefully the opponent's just run out of stuff. And just, well, not hopefully just has a handful of removal, but... No? Wolf, wolf, wolf. Are you playing something insane like Crush Descent? I wouldn't have paused before, though. Oh, they are just playing Syncopate, okay. Cool. Literally just playing Syncopate. Hypothesizzle? Wow. That's kind of sweet. That is kind of sweet. Discarding Tormenting Voice. Must have hit something then. And a land, and we draw a land, so we're going to play a land. We're going to get in for 2. And then I feel like... So it's either Boar or 2 creatures. I think we just play Boar. Opponent has an opt. Can dive down target my things? No. So I don't have a dive down. Another Hypothesizzle. Maybe there's a sweet Izzet control deck. What's Rouse Outburst? Is that an uncommon? You have Jaya's Greeting or something? No. Want to play around Syncopate for 1. How badly do I want to play around Syncopate for 1? It's not like we end up presenting lethal either way. Cool. An opponent does something. Has the shock. Has an opt. It's a bottom, so not guaranteed to have anything good off the top. We have something though. Might just be a land drop. So we get to draw a card. All attack. 2 attackers. Yep. Another shock. Do you have another removal spell? No. Opponent's on 6. Play a wolf. This could get syncopated if opponent has mana for syncopate. Cool. So we're kind of in top decking mode, apart from opponent has a Hypothesizzle. Can your hand be 3 lands, please? Well, that wasn't a land. Okay. Opponent has a profit. Now we have a land. Yep. Playing our lands because we have Sauroform Hybrid. If we draw it, and we can go monstrous in the same turn, that's good for us. We can't. Syncopates for a lot. I imagine it's dying, but I don't think we hold the land. Oh, we hold it for land, because, like, what can you do? Is that all 4 shocks? 1, 2... Okay, it's not. I feel that's hard done too. It's still 3 in the top 25 cards. How many sizzles? 3 sizzles as well. Just all the burn in the deck. Jeez. Jeez. And we've only seen 1 weird. Okay, 2 profits. Profit's probably the least scary creature. Yeah. Yeah. Where am I Grizzly at, though? Where's my Grizzly? Would Grizzly even be particularly good? Well, we'll get to find out. How much could opponent syncopate us for? 7. Well. 1, 2. Okay, so we've got a Grizzly. We'll pass. We maybe should have activated in main phase, actually. Yeah. Oh well. Blink of an eye. In response. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, that would have been a good hit, actually. Sure. So opponent's topped the card. I'd like to hit a 3-power creature so we can bite down one of these profits. Is it Locket? This is certainly not your father's blue-red spells. Yep. Take 7. No, 6 even. Go to 7. That's what I meant to say. Ooh, would you look at that? Lead on Druid. Play a Grizzly. We don't have the mana to cast anything apart from Llanowar Elves off the Grizzly anyway. And pass. This Locket's kind of interesting. Just turns into 2 cards. Yep. So drew whatever they topped 3 times. They've got another one. They're just making some very large 3/3s. We die to something like a single maximize altitude. So, blink of an eye on Grizzly. In response, what's on top? I mean, we're chumping, but it's an important game. Maybe we should let opponents scry first. Well then. Goes on the bottom, right? Yeah. So we have to jump. Or we can just die. That's fine too. Oh no. 2 and 1. Alright, straight back in. A gluttoned for more punishment. For further punishment. Yeah, it's got some cards. Maybe Impulse hits as a 2. Forest. Impulse. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'll take Druid. Wow, just randomizing the order. Sure. The next turn, I think we just leave Giant Growth up if this Druid survives. Burglar Rat. Kind of gross. I feel like Rabid Bites probably aren't at a premium in this matchup. Pass turn. We'll pretend the Druid is going to block the Burglar Rat. Sure. Wow, just no attack skis? I mean... I feel like we just get our attack on. Does opponent have like Vicious Offering? Yep. Oh, they're just gonna like... Yeah, sure. What was I thinking? Do I play out Druid? So, the opponent doesn't just chump 2 damage unless they have a plan. So I think I'm going to end up casting this Giant Growth, and if I end up casting Giant Growth, I should make a Druid. Well, now I just feel dumb. Now I just feel dumb. Don't really know what happened there. But we'll take the win. Anything to get us through our 7. Nah, this deck's alright. It's not got much exciting kind of going on. It makes some shit as it turns them sideways. Okay, so this is a hand. Just a triple Llanowar Elf. What's the opponent playing? Well, at least they're going to trade 1 for 1 for our opponent's burn spells. What's this? Ceratok. Martyr. Okay. That is kind of exactly what these like Bristly Boars and Ceratoks and most of the deck is designed to deal with, so no attacks. Not trading my elf for the top half of your 2-1. That's not something I want to do. I'm afraid. Well, that Pyro Helix is kind of gross. I haven't seen that card so far. Well. Glad I didn't try and trade off. Yeah, sure. Take. Stalker. Pig first. Opponent has a +2/+2. Because of the pause. Or some other spell that costs exactly white. Or they're in full control. But I don't believe that last one is true. So they have something that costs white. So when this Martyr of Dusk attacks us again, we'll let it. Sure. I'd quite like to draw, like, Giant Growth. That would be pretty reasonable. 2 Rabid Bites. Does that do anything? No, not particularly. Wish it was instant speed. I mean, yeah. We'll just play a Stalker and pass. I'm not in any rush. Could have maybe Rabid bitten down the Pyromancer. That would be defensible. But we don't know what's going on. They might have Pegasuses. They have another Pyromancer, that's for sure. Okay, now we'll probably Rabid Bite a Pyro. Okay, Instigator. Now I'm kind of worried about them just having something good. But I think it's worth... Is it worth getting in for 6? What happens if they have Inspiring Charge? Well, we'll have killed a 2-1. We'll have a Giltgrove Stalker. We'll take, like, 11. 10? We'll take 10. That's fine. That's acceptable. Pig fights Pyromancer. Yep. So if opponent does have Inspired Charge, we just take 10. If opponent has Trick, they probably use it to save their Pyromancer. Ooh, Trumpet Blast. Yeah, sure. I'm sure they still have a +2. Gideon Sacrifice. What? Oh. Weird. Weird, but okay. Just play out Ceratok and pass. Another Martyr. Another Martyr. Another Pig. Does that change anything? Okay, maybe I'm lying. Oh, it was Gideon's Sacrifice. That was the 1-mana spell. Hawk needs to be bitten. Does have trample on its own? I see a universe where that Hawk gets us. Gideon's Sacrifice is sweet in this red-white deck. Heartfire will do it. Heartfire will certainly do it. It's a keep. It is a keep. Elf go. Against Shoe Dog. What's Shoe Dog? Duress. Okay. Goodbye, Giant Growth. Yum. I know it's a 1-for-1, but it feels so bad. Oh, blue-black, okay. You got a fungal infection to make me real sad. Dead weight on elf. No respect for this stalker. You don't even know I have a fistful of pigs. Doesn't even know about my fistful of pigs. I really wanted to cast that duress on 1, huh? Yep. Hi, this is a pig. Okay. Oh, is it this version? Oh, actually, Soren's Thirst and Moment of Craving is pretty absurd. Can I get Rabid Bite or Giant Growth? Ah, Basic Forest, I see. Yep. Well, here's a new one. Dead weight on the pig. That feels like the wrong order to do that in. But who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Kind of bad actually now if I draw Rabid Bite, so maybe opponent is the smart one. Well, it's like a Rabid Bite. Again, there's no way we can kind of hold up, adapt, even with 8 mana, and have it be useful. Because we have to adapt with this at some point. Ooh. No. Just the hybrid. Okay. So this is going to go well for us. Unless opponent is a genius. Well, we definitely adapt here. Because why wouldn't we want to do 6 damage? Opponent elects not to attack, however. How about I pay 2? That was an interesting exchange. Maybe I got greedy. Maybe I got greedy trying to kill the Sphinx. Yeah, probably. Probably did, to be fair. Oh well. Wolf, elves. No attack skis. Wow. I guess opponent's drawn a lot of cards and scryed a lot of cards. It's not unexpected. Well, that's bad for us. I mean, if opponents decide that it's okay to attack, what does that mean? It means we're poking with Bristling Boar. Okay. Cool. Yep. I think we threw this the turn we used that giant growth. Live and learn. Live and learn. Ill-gotten inheritance. Okay. Okay. So we're very close to just dead. Alright. So boar. This costs 6 mana to 4 us. So between the trigger, 4 and 3, this Sphinx will kill us. So we have to do this here and hope it happens. And if it doesn't, we'll explode. What happened? Syncopate. I will elect to pay 3. Okay. And then no attacks. I mean, we're still in pretty bad shape, don't get me wrong. Have to attack with everything. Yes. Yes, indeed. Sure. One, two, three, four, 5. So if we found a way to do 5 power, this inheritance isn't actually going off. Ha! Don't be ridiculous. I don't think we have a way to push the extra damage through before this inheritance gets us. Yeah. No. I'll just blow up. I'll just blow up. One more game with Mono-Green. And then we'll move on to a different deck, I think. That's probably for the best. Probably for the best. Ferronti or Ferront. Hand's alright. It's got Stalker Boar. Boar is still surprisingly blockable. Kind of mulliganed. Guess we'll lead on Impulse. Opponent's on a 5. Opponent's on a 4. Opponent exploded. Hmm. As much as I'd love to call that 4-3, I'm not going to. We'll play one more game. Against Blistering. I mean, games where our opponent mulls to 4 are technically real games, but and this is technically not a good game for us. I think the value of this giant growth is higher than protecting an elf. Warlord's Fury cycling, okay. Impulse. Give me a Druid. Impulse pulling its weight there. If this elf doesn't get shocked, we're casting Ceratoks. Greeting. Right, guess we're not casting Ceratoks. Rabid Bite. This is kind of awkward. But they just get so much velocity off all their spells costing 1 less, I think it's right. Also probably incentivizes them to not kill the elf. Yep. Don't have Mountain Shock. Island is fine. Because then we just like start jamming Ceratoks. And see what happens. Wind Mage, sure. Crash Through, sure. So you can get in for 2 in the air. Sure. My turn. Elf Hybrid or Ceratok? The answer, dear reader, is Thundering Ceratok. And then if this elf does finally die, it's kind of too much too late. And even like Blink of an Eye kicked is just 5 damage, then we get 4 in, then we're back in the same position. So Electromance is interesting. Well. I think we can't, like, not attack into them. Maybe we send with elves too. Maybe? No, we'll hold elves back this turn. So what are opponents' blocks? Hopefully, whatever happens here gets any burn out of their hand. Yeah, okay, sure. So we still get to trample over for 2, so opponent's taking 6 from this exchange currently. And then we play out a hybrid. And then we play out an elf. And then we pass. Opponent plays a Spellgorger and has 1 spell for the weird, for the hybrid. This could be interesting. Giltgrove Stalker. So we attack with Ceratok. Opponent has to be double blocking here. Yeah. Stack the weird first, kill the weird. Play Stalker. Pass. Opt. Bottom. Opt. Top. That's bad for us. Yeah. Never blocking. That was greedy. Whatever. Whatever. We might get to a position where we draw giant growth and one of them can get in kind of along the sides. They don't know what opponent's last card is. They're actually going to kill an elf. Right, well. That'll do it. That will explode my face. Well and truly exploding. So, 3 and 4 in actual games, 4-4 overall if you count opponents mulliganing to 4, which factors into like some win percentage, right? But again, it's small sample sizes for all these decks. It doesn't really mean anything. None of these decks mean anything. So that was Mono-Green Stompy. It's kind of smaller than other Stompy lists. Like I said, it was designed to see if Stalker, Wolf, Boar being difficult to block would make them better in this format, but they just seem to be eating hard removal all the same. There's not really any way to like grow them out of range reliably, or it's not worth going into blue for like dive down. So, not so much a failed experiment as a very medium one. Not super enjoyable to play either. So we'll leave that one for now.